Welcome to Chess Thoughts, where we unpack philosophy and self-improvement to live wiser, one step at a time. Today, we're diving into a classic that's been around for millennia, the Book of Proverbs from the Bible. Our topic? The power of small truths. This isn't about grand theories. It's about little, punchy lessons that stick with you like a gentle answer turns away wrath. How do these bite-sized bits of wisdom hold up in 2025? And how can they make us better? Let's explore, and remember that you can get the book reviewed on this episode in the video description. So the Book of Proverbs, what is it? It's part of the Old Testament, traditionally linked to King Solomon. Those scholars say it's a mix of voices from ancient Israel, compiled over centuries. Think of it as a wisdom handbook, 31 chapters of short, memorable sayings, written maybe 3,000 years ago. It's not a story like Genesis or a sermon like the Psalms. It's more like a collection of life hacks from a time when people face the same messy stuff we do. Relationships, work, pride, you name it. The vibe? Practical, earthy, no fluff. Proverbs doesn't care about abstract debates. It's about what works. Solomon, or whoever wrote it, allegedly had 700 wives and a knack for figuring out life. So maybe that's why it's so grounded. It's got lines like, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom," a nod to humility. But it's also got stuff like, "A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich." This mix of spiritual and street smart makes it timeless. What I love is how short these truths are. One verse, boom, done. No long lectures. It's wisdom distilled, small enough to carry in your head, big enough to change your day. And that's what we're digging into, how these little nuggets still hit home. Let's break down some key ideas. First, Proverbs is obsessed with words, how we talk, what we say. Take Proverbs 15, verse 1. "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." Ever been in a fight where you snapped back and it exploded? I have. Last month, my roommate left dishes piled up again. I could have gone off, but I remembered this line. Took a breath, said, "Hey, can we sort this calmly?" Worked like magic. The tension melted. That's the power of a small truth. It's not preachy, just true. Words shape outcomes, and Proverbs knows it. Another big theme, diligence versus laziness. Proverbs 13 verse 4 says, "The sluggard craves and gets nothing, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied." Harsh, right? But real. Think about a goal you've got. Maybe a side hustle or hitting the gym. Craving it's easy, doing it's hard. I started writing this podcast script late one night, tempted to scroll X instead. That verse popped up in my head. Sluggard gets nothing. Kept me going. It's not about guilt, it's about results. Small truths like that nudge you forward. Then there's humility. Proverbs 16, verse 18. "Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall." Classic. We've all seen it. Someone struts too hard, trips up. I saw it work once. A coworker bragged about nailing a project, skipped double-checking, and, yep, crashed when the data was off. Humility's not weakness, it's wisdom. Proverbs keeps it real. Stay low, stay sharp. Why do these work today? Because they're human. We're still arguing, slacking, puffing ourselves up. But here's the twist. These aren't rules to memorize. They're mirrors. You read, "A fool spurns a parent's discipline," and suddenly you're replaying that time you ignored good advice. It's personal. And in 2025, with all our tech and noise, these small truths cut through. They're not loud. They don't need to be. They just sit there, waiting for you to notice. So how do we use this? Here's your challenge. Pick one proverb as your weekly mantra. I'll give you a few to start with, or grab a Bible app and flip through yourself. Option 1. A gentle answer turns away wrath, great for tense moments. Option 2. The hand of the diligent makes rich, perfect if you're procrastinating. Option 3. Pride goes before a fall, a humility check. Here's how it works. Write it down, stick it on your phone, a post-it, whatever. Repeat it each morning like a little reset. Then, watch for in your day. Say you pick the gentle answer one. Next time someone's snippy, your boss, your kid, test it. Soften your tone. See what happens. I did this with diligent makes rich last week. Kept me from bailing on a workout. It's not instant magic, but it's a nudge. Why a week? Long enough to feel it, sure enough to stick. Proverbs isn't about big overhauls. It's small shifts that stack up. Maybe you'll dodge a fight, finish a task, catch your ego before it trips you. That's the power of these truths. They're tiny, but they punch above their weight. I'd love to hear which one you pick. Drop me a note or tag me somewhere. For now, just grab a proverb. Make it yours. Wisdom doesn't shout, it whispers. Let's listen. That's it for today's episode. If this sparks something, please subscribe, share it with someone who needs a little wisdom. This is your host signing off. Here's to small truths and big changes. See you next time.